Hello. Welcome to the recording snippet of the essential oil presentation that I gave earlier today. Now, I do apologize for any background noise. I'm currently in a cafe in Vietnam because I get better reception in the cafe than I do in my hotel. So hopefully everything all goes well. So today I'm going to be talking to you about essential oils for using on your dogs at home. We all know how essential oils provide absolutely amazing natural solutions for many things within our home for ourselves. So we're going to look at how you can also use these safely with your dogs, and also potentially what ones may be safe for your cats or for other pets you have like horses, and what ones to avoid. Just a very quick disclaimer, I want to make sure that everyone's aware that I am not a veterinarian. The information contained in this presentation is not supposed to be medical advice, and anything I suggest is not here to treat, diagnose, or prevent any disease or cure a disease, regardless of the pet that you have. You are responsible for how you use this information, and you're responsible for the essential oils that you're using on your pet. Please make sure that you do consult a healthcare professional for any sort of medical evaluation or treatment of any disease in your animals. So what we're going to cover today is we're going to cover my own personal story and how I use these essential oils with my dogs at home, getting started, so how you can get started, how to select an essential oil for your dog, and then how to apply the essential oils for your dog. Correct dilution for your animals, my 6 go-to essential oils, and then other safe essential oils that you may like to further look into using, how I use these essential oils on my own dogs and in my business, essential oil use on other animals, and precautions. So this is a little bit about me. At home, I've got 3 beautiful border collies, and pictured is my first border collie that I got, Cedar. She's about 5 years old. She's absolutely beautiful. She's a very, very special girl. She has mild anxiety and she has moderate allergies. So my natural therapy journey actually started with her when she was a puppy, and she's the reason why I started looking into a natural diet for dogs, and eventually developed my own business around this as a natural nutritionist and a canine functional therapist. So I effectively write meal plans for dogs and I massage dogs. Because of everything that I've learned over the last few years, I actually specialize in dogs with allergies, anxiety, and arthritis. And a lot of the massage that I do is for anxious dogs or dogs with arthritis. And I got into essential oils because I wanted to find something that was going to enhance and prolong the effects of what I do in a session for clients, and give the client an at-home option that they can continue themselves. So how you can get started with essential oils. Now, the presentation that I done was to the DoTERRA group that I'm a part of. The only essential oils I use on my dogs are DoTERRA essential oils because they are 100% pure, they are therapeutic grade, they are unadulterated, they are free from pesticides, free from any additives, any alcohols. And that is super, super important to make sure that you're using a clean, pure essential oil, because the last thing you want is to be opting for a natural solution and putting chemicals on your dog. Please also bear in mind that you should treat all essential oils as though they are a medicine, and it is possible to have too much of a good thing. Less is more, and I want you to be following dilutions correctly. When choosing an essential oil for your pet, you want to not just make sure that it is safe, but you want to make sure it is specific for the need. Choose an appropriate carrier oil if you're applying the essential oil topically. My favorite one to use is fractionated coconut oil, and that's because it has a low viscosity, so it flows quite freely through a little spray bottle. It's also odorless, colorless, and tasteless. So it's really beautiful and easy to use. I buy little 10ml spray bottles off eBay, and then I mix my dilution within that, and then I use those as a very easy go-to for my dogs, or I use them as a very easy option within my business. Introduce any essential oils slowly. Don't introduce 7 at once. Start with 1 or 2 at a time. Use the appropriate application based on what you need. So that's about determining whether topical application or diffusion is best. And make sure you give your dog a break every 2 weeks. So use 1 or 2 essential oils for 2 weeks, and then give a 5-day break before commencing those same 2 or a different 2 essential oils again. When selecting an essential oil for your dog, you want to select based on the need. Does your dog have anxiety, and what essential oils are going to help relax your dog? Does your dog have arthritis, and are you looking at massaging something specific into the site or into the muscles around that site? Does your dog have allergies or skin conditions, and are you looking at soothing those skin conditions? If your dog has any current ailments, any organ problems, any heart condition, is on any medication, I want you to consult your vet before commencing any sort of essential oil treatment. Dogs are really, really amazing animals, and they're able to do something called self-medicating. So I like to follow a process of self-selection for dogs to enable them to have their say on what they want to put in their body. You may notice your dog foraging in the garden for herbs. If you grow berries at home, you may notice your dog eating some of the strawberries sometimes. And we've all seen dogs eat grass. Dogs know exactly what their body needs, and they will self-medicate instinctually. So self-selection is allowing your dog to have a say on not only what essential oil they like, but on the essential oil that they need. For self-selection, what I do is I select based on the need. So if I have an anxious dog in front of me, I will select up to 6 essential oils that are good for reducing anxiety. And I will place a small amount of a dilution of each of them in little trays, and space the trays out around about 1/2 meter to 1 meter on the floor. I then allow the dog to freely wander through, and then select the oils that they are drawn to. So you'll notice that there may be an oil that they do keep coming back to. There may be an essential oil that they spend a longer time with than others, that they take more interest in, and there may be other essential oils that they completely avoid, or that you can see that they have no interest in or even repulsed by. So let your dog have a say. Just like us, even if an essential oil may be beneficial to us, we want to also like it. So you want to make sure that you're enhancing the effect and not diminishing the effect by selecting an essential oil that your dog likes, and this self-selection process will help with that. Also take into consideration that one essential oil may offer multiple benefits. So one essential oil may not only reduce anxiety, but it may also deter external parasites. So rather than using 2 essential oils, one for reducing anxiety and one for deterring fleas and mites, you can just use the one to do both. It's also something that's really good to look into. So the 2 applications that we are going to discuss today is topical and aromatic. So topical is applying to the skin or the coat or to a specific site. Applying to the skin or the coat will allow it to absorb into the bloodstream. And applying specifically to the site will make sure that it is more localized and more concentrated at the site. It will still go around the dog's whole body. And please do also note that obviously anything that you do put on your dog's skin or coat, they will still be able to smell. So there will still be a small aromatic benefit. With any of the essential oils that I discuss as well, if your dog does happen to lick the essential oil off of their coat, that is okay. It wouldn't be something I would encourage, but it is definitely okay. These essential oils in the dilutions that I am recommending are safe. You can also diffuse within a room to treat a large number of dogs, so to treat a multi-dog household quite easily and effectively. It's also a more gentle, prolonged dosage, and it's great for treating the environment, so making the space a relaxing space, or treating the space for parasite prevention or reducing mosquitoes or flies in the house. Internal use is something that you can do under professional guidance for your dogs. It's not something that I'm going to touch on today, as you do need to be very cautious of what oils you're using, why you're using them, and the correct dilutions to be using. But it is something that you can look into under the correct guidance, depending on what your dog's needs are. The dilutions that I follow is the same dilutions that you would use for children. So a 1 to 2% dilution is what I use on my dogs at home and within my business. 1 to 2% is more than enough. Dogs have such an acute sense of smell, and they are very, very sensitive to essential oils, so they are going to benefit from using a 1 to 2% dilution. If you buy a little 10ml spray bottle, that's 3 to 6 drops. I tend to opt for closer to 3, and then if I accidentally do 4 or 5 or 6, it's okay. 1 to 2% dilution in a 10ml spray bottle, and then with that little spray bottle, I would apply 1 spray per 10 kilo of dog. And then I would apply it topically down along behind their ears, along the back of their neck, and down the back of their spine. These are my go-to essential oils. They have many, many beautiful benefits, but I only use these essential oils for a couple things. So I only use them for specific purposes, for what my dogs need or for what my clients within my business need. Cedarwood is my favorite for using with dogs. It's my go-to essential oil, particularly if a dog hasn't selected any sort of essential oil. I would probably opt for cedarwood. It's perfect for reducing anxiety, and that's exactly what I use it for at home. It's also great for parasite protection, boosting skin condition, boosting circulation, easing kennel cough, and easing lung conditions. Lavender is also another amazing, highly advocated essential oil for dogs. It's great for soothing the skin, which again is exactly what I use it for. It's antibacterial. It's great at deterring parasites, reducing anxiety, reducing allergies, and also it may benefit dogs that have car sickness. Lemongrass is perfect for joint health and parasite protection. Geranium is great for reducing anxiety. Marjoram for muscular release, so dogs that have hip dysplasia, dog that has arthritis, this is great to massage into their muscles. Frankincense is great for reducing anxiety, wound healing, and boosting the immune system. If you've got an immunocompromised dog, a dog with any sort of inflammatory condition, or even a dog with cancer looking into frankincense and the additional benefits of frankincense, I would strongly suggest, and work closely with your vet to see how it can complement any current conventional treatments that you're using. My favourite, cedarwood essential oil. So I use it on my dogs at home and within my business for relaxation and anxiety relief for anxious or restless dogs. So at home I often use it, I diffuse it, so I use it aromatically before I go to work to help settle my dogs. Or if I am at home with them and I just want them to settle down because we're going out for a coffee with them, or we're about to sit down and watch a movie and I just want them to be restful rather than restless, I put 1 or 2 sprays on my hand and I apply it behind the back of their ears, down along the back of their neck, and massage it into their spine. And within 2 to 3 minutes I notice a difference and the dogs are far calmer. Within my business I offer it again for restless dogs or to relieve dogs that have anxiety and prolong the effects of the massage for an anxious dog. And I use it topically before or during the massage. I also offer pre-diluted stock as an addition that clients can take home to use themselves between massages to help relieve anxiety. So lavender I use on my dogs at home specifically for wound healing or skin soothing. So this is great for dogs with allergies, for dogs with skin irritation or any small wounds. So at home I apply it topically specific to the site in the dilutions that I've already mentioned. I've also got a recipe for a cream that you can make up as well. In my business I only use lavender if the dog selects it, and then I use it topically, offer pre-diluted stock to the client, or offer it as something that they can purchase to diffuse within their home. These are 2 super cool lavender essential oil recipes. The topical skin cream is ideal for skin infections. 2 tablespoons of coconut oil mixed with a teaspoon of raw honey. 5 drops of lavender essential oil can be mixed and applied twice daily to a localized infection, and within 5 to 7 days it would clear up. This deodorizing shampoo recipe is perfect for dogs that have any sort of skin conditions or skin allergies, have sensitive skin. Mix in a jar 1 cup of cooled green tea, 2 tablespoons of Castile soap, which is a natural soap base that you can buy from health food shops that is made from olive oil, 10 drops of lavender essential oil, and 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Shake this within the jar and use it in place of a regular shampoo. Lemongrass is amazing for flea prevention and joint support. So it's a natural solution to repel external parasites, and it deters mosquitoes as well. So if you're in an area where heartworm is quite prevalent, you want to be looking at deterring mosquitoes. So this would be something that you should be using. It's also great to apply specific to the site for dogs with joint problems. So my girl at home has joint problems in her hindquarters. So I massage diluted lemongrass into the specific sites where she has her joint problems. Within my business I also do the same. I use it for dogs with arthritis, and I offer pre-diluted stock as an option for people to use in their dogs that have or where they want to use a natural parasite prevention. It's also something that I offer to clients to diffuse within their home to reduce any sort of external parasites that may be in the environment and reduce mosquitoes within the home. Geranium is a beautiful essential oil that I love to use myself in my own daily routine. When it comes to dogs, it is perfect for anxiety relief and relaxation. However, I do find that not all dogs are drawn to it. The dogs that are drawn to it are very drawn to it, but most dogs are quite impartial to it. So using self-selection is something that I strongly advocate with geranium essential oil. If a dog does select it, then I would diffuse it or use it topically along the back of the neck, behind the ears, specific for relaxation, and offer pre-diluted stock to the client as well. Marjoram is an amazing essential oil. It's really beautiful for reducing muscle tension. So that's great for dogs with arthritis, because the less tension, the less tense the muscles are, the less pressure there will be around the joint. So it is going to help ease your dog's arthritis. This is also perfect for massaging into the muscles of sporting dogs. You can apply topically to the site, so site specific. That's what I do for my dogs at home. I also do the same for dogs during a dog massage. I massage it into a specific site and offer pre-diluted stock to clients so they can also do this for their dogs at home between massages. Frankincense is the last essential oil that I'm going to discuss. Again, it's another super amazing essential oil with many, many benefits. Anxiety relief and skin soothing and wound healing is what I'm going to touch on, but it does have so many other amazing benefits that if you Google it, you'll be able to see all the things that it can do for your dog. At home, I use it for wound healing. So if my dogs have an area of irritation, or if a client has a wound that isn't healing, then that's when I have like a little pre-diluted mix that I make up that they're able to use specific on the site. To use it in a massage for anxiety relief, I let the dog select it. I find that dogs are probably more drawn to cedarwood than they are frankincense. So I'll only use frankincense if the dog is drawn to it. So it is a very, very beautiful essential oil, and definitely look into the benefits if your dog has any sort of autoimmune condition or cancer. These are other super amazing essential oils for dogs. Vetiver, which is a woody essential oil. It's great for calming. Cardamom and peppermint are great for digestion. You've got helichrysum as a first aid. Peppermint you can also use in dog training to help stimulate focus. Copaiba is great for reducing inflammation, and it's also calming. So any dogs with any sort of inflammatory conditions, that's something that you would want to be looking into using topically, aromatically, and you can also use that one internally under correct guidance. Lemon in appropriate doses is great as an antioxidant. Thyme repels parasites. Roman chamomile is calming. Myrrh is calming, and juniper berry is great for urinary and kidney health. You can use essential oils on cats under appropriate guidance and with appropriate dilutions. You also want to make sure that you look into the essential oils that are safe for cats and avoid the ones that you should never use around them. Less is more. So like I said, appropriate dilutions, and use adequate breaks in between essential oils and rotate between essential oils. If you're diffusing any sort of essential oil in a household with cats, make sure they are cat safe. Horses can handle higher concentrations of essential oils, and aromatic treatment is probably one of the most common and most effective. You can allow your horse to self-select by presenting the oil in the bottle that it comes in, and unscrew the lid and hold it out probably around about 30 centimeters away from your horse. You'll be able to see if your horse is drawn to it, and you'll be able to see the response and the reaction as to whether your horse likes it or not. Give a 1 minute break before trying up to another 2 essential oils, and then you'll know out of those 3 which one your horse has a preference for and which one you'll be able to use. These are the precautions that I would like you to take when using any essential oil. Use to treat an illness rather than prevent an illness. The only thing I want to hear you preventing is parasites. Outside of that, I want you to be treating your animal for a specific purpose. Avoid using for puppies that are less than 10 weeks old or for any pregnant or nursing dogs. Avoid use with dogs that are prone to seizures. Be cautious when treating dogs in the same household as cats, so make sure that if you're diffusing something for your dogs that it is cat safe. Always keep your vet well informed. These essential oils I want you to avoid for use on your animals. Avoid completely for use with cats, and for dogs, if you're looking at using them, seek professional guidance from someone who is certified or from your vet, and make sure that you're using them for a specific need in the correct way. Oils like cinnamon and oregano are very hot oils and can burn your pet. Tea tree oil and citrus oils are a no-no for cats. Juniper berry is safe and beneficial for urinary health and kidney health, but the juniper plant oil is not safe. So please bear that in mind. I really appreciate your time today and for listening to my own experiences on essential oils with my dogs and how I utilize them within my business. If you do have any questions, please feel free to contact me at any stage. You can go to the Functional Canine Facebook page and send us a message, or you can email info@functionalcanine.com. I'm always happy to have a chat. Really appreciate your time, and I hope everyone has the best evening. Good luck on your essential oil journey with your dogs.